Hey guys, what's up? My name's Boy, and this weekend I was fortunate enough to actually be able to play in the LawBreakers Alpha. So, today I thought I'd do a sort of a review on it, sort of my thoughts, and if there's any improvements I think that could be added. I'm just gonna be talking about it, just sort of speak my thoughts. So if you guys don't know what LawBreakers is, it's a first-person shooter, and it takes place like sort of in the future, like America in the future. I guess that's sort of what the story is. It's a very fast-paced first-person shooter, and I could totally see it being like a competitive esport. Anyway, I'm just gonna sort of give you guys a brief overview of what the characters and the gameplay is like, and you guys will definitely see it in the background. But you have you have Call of Duty character number 1, which is the Enforcer, which has an assault rifle, has like a kind of like a paralyzed grenade, secondary pistol, laser shotgun type deal, and his ultimate is like he's able to shoot rockets. You have Call of Duty character number 2, which is the Vanguard, which I think I like more personally. She has like this minigun, a jet fly thingy. And her ultimate is she's able to fly up and slam the ground really hard and kill a bunch of enemies and like sort of change the gravity in that area. Next you have the Titan, which is like he's like the heavy class sort of. He's got a rocket launcher, he has the most health out of all the other characters. In his ultimate, he's able to become Darth Sidious, and he's able to shoot lightning out of his hands, which I think is super cool. And then you have my favorite character, which is the Assassin, who has 2 blades. Sort of like in their blades there's like a grappling hook ability type deal, so she's able to swing around and do all cool things like that, and she's got like a shotgun as her secondary, which isn't super powerful. But yeah, those are the characters, and the 2 aim modes there is so far is, I don't know what they're called, but one sort of a domination. So there's 3 points. Once all the points are captured, the game will sort of not really reset, but there'll be like an intermission, so it'll be like 20 seconds, and then the points will be active again. And the team has to work together to try and capture the points. So points will get captured, there'll be an intermission, they'll be open again, and the first team to capture 13 points ends up winning. So yeah, that's that. And the other game mode is kind of like capture the flag, but it is like it's like with one flag, I guess you could say. There's a battery that starts in the middle of the map, and the team has to fight over the battery and charge it up at their base. So my team grabs the battery, I guess, and you guys will probably see some gameplay of it. You bring it back to your base and you sort of like defend it, and you want to charge it to 100% at your base. So if the battery gets to like 90% at your base and the enemies steal it from your base and they take it back to theirs, the battery is still going to be at 90%. So whoever is able to fill up the battery to 100% at their base wins. And there's only a few maps on this game. I want to say there's 3, but I believe there's only 2, that I can think of off the top of my head, which is kind of funny because I played the game for like 3 or 4 hours, but I only remember 2 very distinctly. No, I think the game does a lot of things very well. And the first thing I have to say is it's a very fun game. It's very satisfying to play all the characters and all their unique abilities and things like that. And that's one thing too. I sort of was joking when I first opened up about the being Call of Duty characters. They're both different, and they're both very they both can be used very differently. And that's the one thing I like about this game. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's just like Overwatch." I can see there's a huge fine line between LawBreakers and Overwatch. Now, like I said, the gameplay is very fast, and that's one thing I enjoy probably the most about this. I see a lot of first-person shooters, just not very fast-paced. I play CS:GO, and that's not very fast-paced at all. I think that's one thing I enjoyed with this game. People were like comparing it to Quake, which is super cool. And I'm not sure if you guys are really gonna like this, but it's not really like off the ground. Like, it's not like boots off the ground, kind of like Advanced Warfare. But in the middle of each map, there's like this zero gravity zone, which I think definitely changes gameplay up a bunch. So I definitely like that aspect. And the fact that each class has a mobility. So like I said, the 2 game modes both rely heavily on mobility. So if you're not fast, if you're not able to get to the objective or to the battery before time runs out, you're not going to end up winning. That's also why the Assassin class is probably my favorite, is because I'm able to move around so, just crazy like, I guess you could say, and just cut my foes in half, literally. Now, the thing that surprises me the most, honestly, about this game is the fact that it's an alpha. I think I'd be pretty content with buying this game probably in its current state. I know it's not completely done, and I never ran into any huge bugs or glitches. There was a couple times where the game would start and I'd see through walls, so I'd be in the ground or whatever, but then within a few seconds it would switch back to the main menu screen and I'd just find another game. That only happened once. Now, when it comes to weapons and like balancing in different classes and things like that. The only thing I have to say is there's two complaints, and they're not huge at all either. And it wasn't like no one took, it wasn't like an R8. It wasn't like the R8 scene, I guess. The Titan's rocket launcher that he has is I think it's a little bit overpowered. I'm pretty positive he's able to take out an assassin in one shot. So the assassin has to either be really careful, or the Titan can be fairly accurate and kill, assassins within one hit. But maybe make it just like a direct impact on an assassin with full health should do like 230 damage, not 250. But that's just my opinion. Also, the Enforcer, I think is his name, the first guy I talked about, his secondary, which is like this pistol lightning shotgun deal, I guess. It shoots a little bit slow, but I think that's perfect for it. But the complaint I have for it is I think it is pretty overpowered. I think it's pretty strong for being a sidearm. That's my only complaint though. But no one was ever like running around just using that only. And I think all the ultimates are pretty well. Like you're able to. They're pretty easy to fight back against. Like I always found the game being fair. I never saw something that wasn't fair. So yeah, I know I'm sort of jumping around all over the place, sort of with this commentary. It's not live commentary, but with me just talking about this game review. But the things I do have to say is that I really do like the game. And I already mentioned this before, but the fact that it's an alpha, I think, is what blows me away, like I said. But another thing I did notice too is it looks like on the character selection screen, you can play as 4 characters right now, or 4 classes, but it looks like there's going to be a 5th class available. You guys will see that on the screen right now. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that as well. Anyway guys, if you guys enjoyed this sort of review type thing, go ahead and leave a like and subscribe to see more content from me. I'll be uploading a video here in a little while talking about what I think I'm going to do with my channel. So yeah, that's pretty much it guys. My name's Towelboy. BTIE.